Hi there, my name is David McLeod, and I am the creator of the Daily Affirmation program. Thank you for dropping by to listen in today. You know, lately I've been thinking a lot about the general notion of fear. Now, it's not that I've been feeling crazy amounts of fear in my own life, but I have noticed that a lot of the world seems to be affected by fear-based thinking, speaking, acting, and feeling. One look at a random set of headlines in a newspaper or on a news website, and I think you'll know immediately what I'm talking about. I think that news sources have always tended to favor stories that reflect the darkness and the problems that exist in our world. And the more positive, uplifting materials tend to get pushed back into the background. One reason that this happens, I think, is because the dark and seedy stories, well, they tend to sell more newspapers. But there's an insidious and pernicious effect that has been getting more and more pronounced each day. People in general are becoming more and more fearful about stepping out and showing up in the world. And ironically, this fearfulness just tends to feed the monster, as it were, and lead to even more darkness in the world. The question that I've been wrestling with for myself lately is this: how can we as a race of divine spiritual being diffuse this fear and make space for more love so that we can heal the planet and everyone and everything on it? And the answer that I invariably come up with is that I have to do my own work around fear. I have to acknowledge all the ways that I allow fear to run my life and hold me back from showing up more fully. And once I acknowledge my fears, then I have to look at what beliefs I have underneath them, to see where those beliefs came from, and to look for ways to heal the wounds and dysfunctions that I uncover. Only then can I begin to move away from my fear-based thinking, speaking, acting, and feeling, and into a more compassionate, accepting, and unconditionally loving way of being. But here's the thing. If I'm the only one to do this kind of work, that won't make much of a difference at all in the world. Sure, I'll be one less person who is feeding the fear monster, but unless other people join me in this path of overcoming fear, then the impact will be very slight. Now, I already recognize that it takes a great deal of courage to stand up and say no to fear and yes to love. But I know that I have that courage within me. It's just a question of opening my heart and giving myself permission to embrace, in every single moment, the healing energy of love. And guess what? I know that you have that courage within you too. And I'm asking you to do your work as well. Let's work together, in fact, to reduce fear in this world and make a lot more space for unconditional love to flow. For the next week, take some time to look at what you are afraid of. Look underneath those fears to uncover the deeper needs that you are trying to fulfill or the risks you are trying to avoid. As you do that, allow the fear to just flow through you, as if it were a simple, momentary thought passing by. And then just bless yourself with the unconditional love that you really deserve. Feel that love. Fill your open heart. And share that love with everyone in your world. And just watch the change that happens. I mean, you are, after all, the agent of change, aren't you? Have a wonderful, love-filled week.